What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about the war within your mind. This is something that I've been thinking a lot about recently, and it's just kind of something that continually goes on in my mind. I'm the kind of person that worries and stresses a lot, which is like a form of anxiety, and a lot of things I completely overthink them. That's something I struggle with, but in particular, say there's just not my brain isn't particularly fixated on one thing. So then my brain goes and tries to convince myself that there's nothing wrong with me and that you basically just need to suck it up and get your stuff together, which is not a helpful thought at all, because it's like, gee, thanks, I wish I would have thought of that. And it makes you feel very small and inadequate and kind of like a loser, I would say, is honestly the best word to describe it. I've been going to therapy for about 5 or 6 months now. I think about 6 months now. And this is something that I actually talk about quite frequently because my brain loves to obsess about this. I have so much trouble trying to get myself to stop thinking about this whole am I a fraud thing, am I faking these mental health issues, why can I not just suck it up and get it together, all of this stuff. And it comes down to there being two different sides. And if you've ever listened to NF's music, you know what I'm talking about. He does a really good job at illustrating this. You kind of have like the good side, your healthy side, like you as a person, and then on the other side you've got the depressing one, this one that stresses about everything, this negative thing in you that tries to tear down everything you do, doesn't want you to be happy, all this stuff. It really is like a battle between these two. For example, I have a reaction channel and I was reacting to one of NF's newest songs, and in the video I legit said that talking about the battle of the mind there, and I was like, for me, a lot of the times the negative one wins, which is true. Like, when I really do think about it, it is. But after I had recorded it and went back and watched it, I watched me say that, and I felt like such a fraud, and thoughts rushed in saying, why did you even say that? There's nothing wrong with you. You don't have depression. You don't have anxiety. There's nothing wrong with you. And it's a super weird thing because in my head, someone shouldn't want to hear that they have depression and stuff like that. But for me, it helps to know that I am actually battling something. So if someone would be like, dude, you're not depressed or something like that, it, for some reason, I know that sounds so strange, but it causes more stress in me because it's like, then what the heck is happening? Am I really faking all of this? And it's like, I don't want no attention. I don't broadcast this to, like, I don't go around saying, hey, I'm depressed, like that kind of thing. So it's this really weird kind of battle. But the thing that I'm trying to work on and get better at is identifying that voice in my head and being like, okay, this is just my negative hate life side of me trying to overtake me and steal any happiness that I might feel, any peace that I might feel. It's just trying to come and take that and just put a name to it and identify it. That's what I'm trying to do. But what are things that you can do to help yourself with this battle? Because if you're clicking on this video, I would imagine you're having the same problem. Why else would you click on the video? So what else can you do to try and, like me, hopefully try and overcome this? One, I would say kind of do the first step that I'm trying to take and identify it. Like, my therapist literally said to give it a name, whatever you want it to be. And whenever you find yourself doing that, call it out. She said, if there's no one around me, verbally call it out of what it is. And it's going to help you identify it so that the more it happens, you're like, hey, this is just my self-destructive thing coming out. This is my invalidating feeling for whatever reason coming out. Another thing that I'm going to do, I am a person of faith. I am a Christian. I'm going to pray about it. God doesn't just take all of your problems away. I know some people are like, why doesn't God just help me with this or take this away? That's just really not how it works. He has his own ways that are separate from ours, and we might not always understand it, but he is right and he is just. And so he's not just going to take all of this away. It's going to take I have to play my part, if that makes sense. So yeah, he's not just gonna take all your mental health battles away, but I'm gonna continue to pray that he helps me and turns me into the person that he wants me to be. And the last tip I want to share with you guys is actually I had a therapy session today, and I actually got this neat little worksheet, and I don't know, it's probably gonna pop up backwards on the camera for you. So I'll just kind of read some of it, and if you're interested, like if I get comments saying you want the whole thing, I'll post like pictures of it. Like, you know, you can make the little community posts. But basically, you have like boxes to write in, and it'll say thought to be questioned. So this is where I would write something like, I feel like a fraud. That is the thought that needs to be questioned. And so different questions. The first one is, what is the evidence for this thought? So I try to think to myself, what evidence do I have that I'm a fraud? I'm going to therapy. I am on medication trying to improve these things. What evidence is there that shows that this is a fact? So when I think about it, there's really not one. The next one is one of my favorites. Is, am I basing this thought on facts or on feelings? And before I started going to therapy, and even now I still let it dictate me, but at least now I'm a little bit more aware of it. I let my feelings control everything. I've always thought that whatever I'm feeling, that must be the reality. Like, that is the fact, but that's not. So the question, am I basing this thought on facts or on feelings? Am I a fraud? Is that a fact, or do I just feel that way? I just feel that way. And the last one I'll share with you is, could I be misinterpreting the evidence? Am I making any assumptions? Yeah, I'm assuming I'm a loser. I'm cutting out every other thing, and I'm strictly telling myself, you're faking this. There's nothing going on. I'm not looking at how I've been feeling and the road that I've been on. I'm not looking at any of that in the moment. I've told myself, you just suck it up, get better. And that doesn't help. But yeah, I've got a couple different sheets that are filled with questions like that you're supposed to fill out whenever you have like maybe a thought you don't understand, or a thought that's annoying you, making you sad, that kind of thing. So I am interested to start trying some of those. It's kind of like my homework from therapy. But yeah, if you guys want to see that, I will definitely do a little community post where I like put screenshots of that on there. So let me know about that. But I think that's just about going to do it for this video. It's been a minute since I uploaded it on this channel. I am trying to get more consistent, just going through life, man, trying to figure things out. But if you made it this far into the video, I really do appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. And if you're a big music fan like myself, I do have a reaction channel that I'm way more consistent on right now. So be sure to go check that out. I appreciate you, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.